You know that moment when you check your blood pressure at the pharmacy and the numbers stare back at you 150, 160, maybe higher, and your heart sinks? You're doing everything right, taking your pills exactly as prescribed, trying to walk more, eating better, and yet those numbers won't budge. If you're over 60, you've probably been told the same thing over and over. We might need to increase your dose. But here's something your doctor may never have told you. One of the most powerful tools for lowering your blood pressure isn't in your chest, isn't in your medicine cabinet. It's hiding in plain sight, down in your legs. Modern medicine is now revealing something extraordinary called your second heart, a powerful pump in your calves and thighs that most of us are completely shut off. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn it back on. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have 4 simple exercises you can do in your living room, including one wall exercise that clinical studies show can lower blood pressure more effectively than traditional walking when done correctly. Before we dive in, I want to know your story. Drop 3 things in the comments right now, where you're watching from, your age, and the blood pressure reading that made you stop and think, I need to do something about this. I read every comment I can because your story might be exactly what another grandparent needs to hear today. You're not alone in this fight. Now, let me introduce myself quickly. I'm a physician here in the United States, and for years I've worked with people just like you, adults over 60 dealing with high blood pressure, heart disease, and that very real fear of what might happen next. I've sat at bedsides after strokes. I've walked alongside patients in cardiac rehab taking their first steps after a heart attack. But I've also witnessed something beautiful. 70 and 80-year-olds gardening, traveling, playing with grandkids, living fully, despite having hypertension written all over their chart. What made the difference? It wasn't always a new pill or fancy treatment. Very often, it came down to one thing, whether they learned to use their legs as a second heart or let that powerful pump stay switched off. Let me paint you a picture that will change how you think about your body forever. Imagine your body as a tall apartment building. Your heart, that's the main water pump on the roof, pushing fresh, oxygen-rich blood down through every floor, all the way to the basement, your feet. Sending blood down is easy. Gravity does half the work. But here's the hard part, getting that blood back from your feet to your heart. That's where the real work happens every single second of every day. When you're 20 or 30, everything works beautifully. Your pipes are flexible, valves work perfectly, and the auxiliary pumps in your legs are firing because you're constantly moving. But after 60, life changes. We sit more, in cars, at computers, in front of TVs. The heart on the roof gets tired. Your arteries stiffen like old garden hoses left in the sun. And those powerful pumps in your legs? Most days, they are barely doing anything. So what happens? Blood pools in your ankles and lower legs. Your feet feel heavy, swollen, cold. Your heart senses something's wrong. It's not getting enough blood back. And it does the only thing it knows how to do. It squeezes harder. Higher pressure in those stiff pipes. That's why your numbers stay stubbornly high even when you're doing everything right. Because nobody ever taught you how to turn your second heart back on. Here's the incredible news. You don't need a gym membership, a treadmill, or fancy equipment. You can retrain your second heart with nothing more than a wall, a sturdy chair, and a few focused minutes in your living room. I'm about to walk you through 4 exercises that work together like a circulation circuit. First, we'll unlock your ankles where blood flow gets bottlenecked. Second, we'll wake up the big muscles in your thighs so they pull sugar and fat from your bloodstream. Third, we'll activate your calf pump, your true second heart. And finally, we'll finish with one powerful wall exercise that clinical studies have shown can lower resting blood pressure more effectively than traditional cardio. These 4 moves, done together, can support your blood pressure from the ground up. Let's get started. Exercise number 4 is the ankle gate opener. This looks so simple that most people skip it. Don't. This might be the most important move for anyone over 60.
Lift your foot
Here's
and begin
why.
drawing
Your
wide
ankles are a
circles with
strained
your toes,
bottleneck.
visualizing
Every
the
major
full
artery
movement
and
arc.
vein going to and from your feet has to squeeze through this tiny space. With age and sitting, that joint stiffens. It becomes like a rusty hinge, a clamp on your blood vessels. That's why your
Initiate
feet are
slow,
always
controlled
cold,
circles clockwise,
why they tingle at
focusing on
night.
the movement in the
It's
joint.
not just
Then,
nerves,
smoothly
it's circulation
transition and
trapped
rotate
behind a frozen
counterclockwise.
joint. Here's what to do. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back straight. Lift one foot off the floor. If you can, rest that ankle on your opposite knee. Now imagine a pen is taped to your big toe, and there's a whiteboard in front of you. Your job? Draw the biggest, smoothest circle you possibly can.
Now,
Pull your toes
maintaining
toward
good
your
posture,
shin.
lift your
Sweep
foot
them out
and
to the
begin
side.
drawing wide
Point them
circles
down
with
like
your
a
toes,
ballerina.
visualizing
Come back
the
up
full
and
movement
around.
arc.
That's one circle. Do 10 circles clockwise, then 10 counterclockwise. Switch legs and repeat. You might hear pops or clicks, as long as there's no sharp pain. That's just gas bubbles releasing and tissues waking up. When you're done, pause. Feel that gentle warmth? That's fresh blood finally flowing freely through a gate you just opened. Exercise number 3, the simple sit to stand. If ankle circles open the gate, this exercise wakes up the big engines, your thighs and glutes.
See how the
And
glutes
if you care
and
about
quads
staying
light up.
independent,
Push through
this
your
is one of the
heels
most
and stand
important
tall.
skills you can protect.
Strong legs
Here's what I
equal a
see in
strong
clinic
life.
every week. People start using their arms, the table, another person's hand just to stand up. Little by little, leg muscles shrink. When those muscles shrink, your
Keep
body
your arms
becomes more
crossed for
resistant to
advanced
insulin.
stability.
Sugar and fats linger in
As
your
you
bloodstream.
rise, you'll feel
Your
the
blood gets
activation in your
thicker,
quadriceps
and your
and
heart has to
glutes.
push harder through stiff arteries. But the opposite is also true. When you stand and sit with control, those big thigh muscles act like giant sponges, pulling sugar and fat from your blood to burn as fuel. The result? Smoother circulation, less pressure on your vessels. Here's the setup. Choose a sturdy chair, not a soft couch. If you're nervous, slide it against a wall. Sit toward the front edge, feet flat, about hip-width apart. Lean your chest slightly forward like you're bowing politely. Press through your heels and stand up. Breathe out as you rise. Stand tall. Then slowly lower yourself back down like you're trying not to make a sound when you touch the chair. That slow descent is where the real strength is built. If you're unsteady, rest your hands on a table in front of you. Over time,
Maintain a
your
straight
goal is
back
to
as
cross
you
your
lean
arms over
forward.
your chest and
Drive
rely
upwards
only on
through
your
the
legs.
exhaling
Start
as you
with 10
stand tall.
repetitions.
Keep the
Rest for
motion
a full
controlled.
minute. Then do a second set of 10 if you can. Done daily. This
Keep
one
your
move
arms
makes
crossed
days.
for advanced
Getting out
stability.
of the car, using the bathroom on your
As
own,
you rise,
all of
you'll
it
feel
easier.
the activation
That
in
takes
your
a huge weight
quadriceps and
off your
glutes.
heart and your family. Exercise number 2, calf raises, your true second heart. If your ankles puff up by the end of the day or your lower legs feel heavy and swollen, this exercise
The
is for
contracting
you.
calf muscles
Inside your
squeeze the
calves
deep
run
veins,
deep veins with
functioning
one-way
as a
valves,
second heart.
like tiny doors
This
that only
pumps blood
open
upward, while
Problem is, blood is lazy. It likes to pool down by your ankles, especially when you're sitting or standing still all day. Every time you rise onto your toes, your calf muscles squeeze those veins like wringing out a sponge. Blood shoots upward. The valve snaps shut behind it. Suddenly, your heart is getting more blood back with less effort. That means it doesn't have to squeeze as hard. And that's exactly what we want for blood pressure. Let's do it. Stand behind a sturdy chair or next to your kitchen counter. Lightly rest your fingertips there for balance. This isn't a balance test. It's a calf workout. Keep your knees straight but not locked. Slowly press the balls of your feet into the floor and lift your
Keep your
heels as
core
high
tight
as you can,
and lift
like you're
those
trying to
heels
see
as
over
high
a
as you
fence.
can.
At the
Really
top,
focus on
pause
the
for a count of
alignment
2 and
and
deliberately
control.
squeeze your calves.
during
Then
a
lower
calf
your
raise,
heels back
the
down
contracting
slowly in
muscles
control.
squeeze the deep
That's
veins
one
like a
rep.
sponge,
Aim for
pushing
3
blood
sets
upward.
of 15.
One
If that's
way
too
valve.
much at first, start with 8 or 10 and build up. If it gets easy, progress to single leg raises while holding the chair. What should you feel? A warm, burning sensation in your calves by the end of each set. That good burn is your second heart waking up and blood finally moving. Stop immediately if you feel sharp pain,
During a calf raise,
severe
the
cramping,
contracting muscles
chest
squeeze
discomfort,
the deep
or
veins like a
unusual
sponge,
shortness of
pushing
breath.
blood upward.
The beauty of this
One-way
exercise,
valve.
you
Keep
can
your
do
core
it anywhere,
tight and
while
lift
brushing
those
your
heels
teeth,
as high as you
washing
can.
dishes, waiting
Really
for
focus
coffee.
on the
Think
alignment
of every
and
set
control.
as a thank you note from your legs to your heart. We've got your back. You don't have to do all the pumping alone. And now, exercise number 1, the most powerful move in this entire routine. If you remember ONLY one thing from this video, let it be this, the wall sit. It looks almost too simple. But large studies have shown that this kind of isometric leg work, where muscles work hard without moving, can lower resting blood pressure more than traditional walking programs when practiced regularly. Let me explain the magic happening inside your body. When you slide down a wall and hold that invisible chair position, the muscles in your thighs switch on and stay on. They squeeze the blood vessels slightly, reducing blood flow while you hold. Your brain notices, hey, oxygen is getting low down there, and prepares a response. Then when you stand up and release, blood rushes back into those muscles. In response to that sudden change, your blood vessels release a powerful natural chemical called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as your body's built-in vessel relaxer. It tells a smooth muscle in your artery walls, it's okay, you can relax and open up. When your arteries relax and widen, your blood pressure drops. It's like releasing a tight grip on a garden hose. Suddenly water flows more freely. Here's how to do it safely. Stand with your back against a flat wall, feet about hip-width apart. Walk your feet forward about 16 to 20 inches from the wall, while keeping your back, hips, and head touching the wall. Slowly slide your back down the wall like you're sitting in an invisible chair. You do not need to go very low. For most people over 60, dropping your hips just 6 to 8 inches is plenty. You should feel your thighs working, but your knees shouldn't scream at you. Quick check. Look down. Your knees should be above your ankles, not jutting past your toes. They shouldn't collapse inward. Once you find your position, start your timer. If you're just starting, aim for 20 to 30 seconds. Focus on breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose, exhale gently through your mouth. Do not hold your breath. Holding your breath under strain can spike your blood pressure, the opposite of what we want. When time's up, press your hands lightly against the wall and slide back up to standing. Take a few steps and notice your legs feel shaky, warm. That trembling is your nervous system and muscles getting stronger together. Over weeks, build toward 45 seconds, then 60. Eventually, if your doctor agrees, work up to multiple rounds with rest in between. But there's no rush. Consistent practice beats suffering every time. Stop immediately if you feel chest pain, severe dizziness, intense knee pain, or anything that worries you. If you have very high blood pressure, serious heart disease, or significant knee problems, talk with your doctor before pushing this exercise. This one move might only last half a minute, but the payoff can be hours of more relaxed blood vessels and calmer pressure, all thanks to a simple conversation between your legs and your heart. Let's bring this all together and see the big picture.
Interact with the smooth
with ankle
muscle fibers,
circles,
signaling
you're
them
opening
to
the
relax.
gates at the very bottom,
This causes the
freeing
vessel
stiff
diameter.
joints so blood can move freely instead of getting trapped. With sit to stand, you're training big muscles to act like metabolic sponges, soaking up sugar and fat so blood flows easier, and keeping you strong enough to live independently. With calf raises, you're firing up your second heart, literally squeezing blood back toward your chest so your main heart doesn't work as hard. With wall sit, you're using isometric effort to trigger nitric oxide, that powerful signal telling your arteries to relax and open. Medication is crucial and life-saving. I'm not asking you to throw pills away. But pills alone don't retrain stiff joints, weak muscles, and sleepy leg pumps. And casual walking, while healthy, often isn't enough load to rebuild what age and sitting have taken. In just 15 to 20 minutes, this little leg routine can support your blood pressure from the ground up, turning your legs into the best teammates your heart has ever had. So where do you go from here? You don't need to do everything perfectly tomorrow. You just need to start. Here's your simple plan. Days 1 to 2, do ankle circles and sit to stands once daily. Days 3 to 4, keep those and add calf raises, even just 1 or 2 sets. By end of week, try your first gentle wall sit for 20 to 30 seconds. Remember, this video is not a replacement for your doctor. If your blood pressure is very high or you have heart disease, chest pain, or serious knee problems, talk with your physician before making changes. We want you safer, not braver. Now I want to hear from you. In the comments, tell me which exercise you're starting with first, 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you want more science-based, low-impact routines for life after 60, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. And please, think of any person in your life struggling with high blood pressure and share this with them. A few minutes of leg work today might be the quiet change that keeps them out of the ER tomorrow. Your second heart is waiting. Let's wake it up together.